The pristine waters of the Arctic are turning into a floating rubbish dump, posing a threat to marine life, scientists warn. One of the densest areas of plastic rubbish anywhere in the world's seas has been discovered north of Norway and Russia. Miles from civilization, the amount of plastic waste in the Barents Sea, on the margins of the Arctic Ocean, has risen almost 20-fold in just 10 years. The detritus, which included plastic bags and fishing nets, was discovered more than 8,000 feet below the water's surface. The Daily Mail is leading calls for the government to take action to stop the tide of plastic rubbish engulfing the seas. The litter was logged at 2 polar research stations between Greenland and the Svalbard archipelago, found halfway between Norway and the North Pole. The data was recorded by researchers from Germany's Alfred Wegener Research Institute and published in the journal Deep Sea Research I. In one area, the amount of waste had risen from 346 pieces per square kilometre in 2004 to 6,333 in 2014. Scientists now fear the region has become one of the world's biggest floating rubbish dumps, alongside other zones in the Atlantic, Pacific and Indian Oceans. Men living in areas with high levels of air pollution were found to have distorted sperm, a study revealed. Experts analyzed exposure to sooty particles which are particularly linked to emissions of old diesel cars. These particles, called PM2.5, are so fine that they are breathed into the lungs and enter the bloodstream. The team found men exposed to high levels of this pollution were far more likely to have sperm of an abnormal size and shape. The research, published in the BMJ journal Occupational and Environmental Medicine, was led by the Chinese University of Hong Kong. They examined sperm samples from 6,500 Taiwanese men aged 15 to 49. Men who were exposed to more pollution were at a 26% increased risk of being in the bottom 10% of normal sperm size and shape. Just last month, World Health Organization data revealed 43 of 50 large towns and cities in Britain had dangerously high levels of PM2. Particles.The team said the figures were comparable to one of the highest litre densities ever reported at Cap de Creus Canyon, off the east coast of Spain. It comes after David Attenborough's Blue Planet 2 this week shocked viewers with reports of plastic pollution, including a haul of 7,000 rubber ducks which were accidentally dumped into the Arctic Ocean in the 1990s. Biologist Mine Tekman said of the findings, "Litter levels and the Arctic deep sea have risen rapidly in the past few years. The scientists made observations at a depth of more than 8,000 feet with an ocean floor observation system. The OFOS uses cameras suspended roughly 5 feet above the seafloor at a depth of 8,200 feet. There they take a photograph every 30 seconds. The seabed plastic was sampled at 21 research stations in the Fram Strait, between Greenland and Svalbard. The photographs are also used to enable deep-sea biologists to document sea creatures such as sea cucumbers, sea lilies, fish and shrimps. At the Institute's Northern Research Station in the Fram Strait, the team found the highest rise in the level of plastic pollution. Scientists previously thought ice acted as a barrier to plastic litter movement in the Arctic. However, they now believe the rubbish may be getting frozen into the ice, which then moves due to transpolar drift, before melting elsewhere, depositing debris in the survey areas. Dr. Melanie Bergman, co-author of the study, said, "We should be very concerned. What's happening in the Arctic? The plastic rubbish there has been produced by us." She said she had seen identifiable bits of plastic from countries including the UK, Germany, Norway, and Russia washed up in coastlines in the Arctic Circle.